Hey, welcome back. This is Minding Your Business. Special show today. It's the class of 1969 AV High School. They're in town for a 50-year class reunion all over the place. So people be careful. Don't stay out late. Get off the sidewalks because the class of 69 is out there. And next guest, Terry Dillon. Welcome.
Thank you.
You graduated in 4 years? Wow.
Yes, I did, and it wasn't a real close thing, but I did manage to make it. I wasn't the best student in high school, so. I really
What were we
wasn't.
thinking in high school?
I
What were you thinking?
really don't know. I was just I
Fun.
don't ever recall taking a book home during high school,
Gotcha.
and my grade point average evidenced that fact. That yeah, I was.
Was there anybody that said you had to take books home? I don't remember that.
No, I guess not. I
Did
mean,
you get beat up a lot? Did you beat anybody up?
well, I've gotten a couple fights, but
Okay.
you know, it was like 50-50. Yeah.
But
So,
that was 50 years ago.
that was 50 years ago. I'm hoping to, throw some punches with somebody on Saturday night. So make a scene there. So yes. Take a swing at least one person.
It's never too late for a happy childhood, right?
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
So what do
Yeah.
you think? What's the thinking that goes into a class reunion?
Oh, just wonderful to have a chance to get together to see people that you grew up with.
Yeah.
And the high school years were so critical in our development. All these people that we spent all this time with, and certainly in retrospect, very important to us, and the way our lives were shaped. And so yeah, it'll be really nice to see everybody.
Some people you recognize,
I'm pretty sure I recognize most everybody.
and they come up and they know who you are, and they start talking to you, and you're 17 years old again.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm going to ask people to, when they approach me, to look at me through squinty eyes so that I'll look a little younger.
Well, the lighting is pretty subdued
Will
over
it
there.
be?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
nice and dark, and
Okay, good.
you'll look
Good.
great. Even better, I should say.
Okay,
Because you
good.
look great now.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And the lighting is pretty harsh in here, but
Yeah, it's fluorescent is terrible.
time goes by, and
Yeah.
Friday night you're at Bravery Brewery.
Right. Hmm.
And when we did our reunion last year, there'd be a couple of old guys talking about building the space shuttle, and there were young people there in their 30s that were just soaking up all those stories. And I thought, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Bravery Brewery is cool. It's one of the new things that's happened in the Antelope Valley since we were students a few years ago.
Okay.
Favorite teachers? Anybody make an impression?
Favorite teachers. Favorite teachers. If I can name, Mr. Guzman, who was the English teacher, he was a very good teacher. He was someone who made a difference in my thinking. So he required us to memorize a Shakespeare sonnet or something.
Oh, that's good. We have 5 minutes. Do you have a sonnet?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
sorry.
I don't. I actually don't recall, but I did learn it and did manage to pass it. But he was a very influential teacher in my life.
He really cared.
He did. He stood out for sure.
All those teachers.
Yeah.
All those teachers.
Yeah.
Some of them were very young at the time.
Absolutely.
High school was recruiting from all over the place, and some of those teachers were, I think, maybe 23.
Right.
Not Mr.
Right.
Guzman. He was probably 40.
Probably. Yeah. So he was the one that sticks out in my mind.
And Terry, you've stayed in the Antelope Valley.
Well, I went to school in San Diego and lived down there, and then from there I lived in West LA for a while, and then from there I moved to Sacramento, and then moved back eventually to the South Bay area, then the San Fernando Valley, and finally I've been in Acton for 31 years now. So,
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah.
Always in California.
Yeah, I've never lived out of California, ever.
It's an amazing state.
It is.
There are a lot of different. San Diego. I mean, I was just in Florida, and somebody said, "You're from California. What are you doing here?" People think it's a wonderful place, but like you said, you got to be happy.
I said that? Oh.
No, the previous guest said
Okay,
that.
okay.
I think he said that.
Because I don't think I've ever
50
used that
years.
phrase in my life, so. No, but San Diego, Jim was talking about a lot of places are nice, but San Diego had the best weather of any of the places I've lived. Very temperate, very mild. If I had my druthers, I would be living in San Diego. So.
A lot of nice people there.
Yeah, and it's a nice nice area. Yeah.
You have an amazing crew that has put together the class reunion.
Absolutely.
A lot of hard work on it.
Absolutely. There's Sue and the other gals. They've just really.
Amazing job.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 4 of them, all the photos I see.
Right, Darlene.
Darlene, Sue.
Sue. Yeah. Are there 2
Marcia.
Darlenes? Marcia Lave. Yes,
Debbie
right.
Jump.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Very good. That's
Yes.
the 4. And it takes people that care because it's
It-
kind of thankless job.
It is a thankless job.
But,
Yeah.
everybody says thanks, and I told Sue this morning, the thanks you get is the people showing up and having fun.
It is a thankless job. It really is, and I intend on not thanking any of them Saturday night. So, but they've worked really hard to have to take on something like this. It's beyond anything. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The hardest job is picking the date.
Yeah.
But the second weekend in October has become a good date for reunions because that's when they have the old timers event at the fairgrounds.
Right.
So
Okay.
they can kind of build in. Usually the weather is fantastic, if not a little breezy. Does the wind blow in Acton?
Yeah.
I didn't think.
Yeah. I don't need a weatherman to know that. Yes, it does. It does blow in Acton. Yeah, but not quite as hard here as here in Palmdale, I believe.
Yeah, there's something about being out in the valley floor that is
Yeah.
amazing weather-wise.
Yeah.
Are you bringing a guest to the?
No, I'm coming a la carte.
Very
So
good.
I got a couple buddies that I'm coming with. Alan Talley and Mike Borgard are going to be staying with me the night before, and we're going to come down together. We're going to Uber down so that we can hopefully, save a life that way.
They're shutting the bar off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so.
Okay,
that should-
well,
that should
that
be a
kind
lot
of
fun.
changes the whole time,
Yeah.
my time schedule there, so,
Not really.
no.
Yeah. So you got your favorite guys you're going to hang out with,
Yes.
and who else you looking for?
Oh, it's really nice seeing everybody. I can't say necessarily that there's a particular person I'm looking forward to seeing, but one of the things about these reunions are, and I think, as Jim had said earlier, that in high school he was quiet. Well, I was very quiet. I kept to myself. I had just like Jim, a group of friends that I was pretty close to, but I didn't really socialize with a lot of people. And so one of the things that the years does, as the years go by, you see people in high school that you didn't necessarily spend any time with during high school. It's like a revelation seeing them, and you can talk, and it's just really, really wonderful circumstance.
It's nice that you can get the chance
Absolutely.
to catch up.
Absolutely, yes. And there's all the apologies that I have to issue. I mean, that takes up half the time anyway. But
Well, I think we're all in that boat as along with regrets, right? Just let it go.
I've had a few. Yeah.
Only 3 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to list them here, so.
Yeah.
Because everybody's got them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a room full of people that have a lot in common.
Forever friends.
Forever friends.
It's really, at the risk of seeming Pollyannish, it's really a joyous occasion. It really is.
It is.
The people that have not survived to make it to 50 years, this 50-year reunion, I mean, it's tragic and sad, and I think we're fortunate that we're here, that we made it 50
Absolutely.
years. Grateful for that.
So that's a celebration.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
A lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I'm really looking forward to it.
And Pam, we're going to, are you going to be talking about Annie Antelope at all? Weren't you
Right
waiting?
here today? Or
At the reunion,
at the-
sorry.
No.
I
I'm gonna be
remem-
hugging everybody.
I only remember the two Annie envelopes during my 4 years. The first year, Sherry McKay was Annie envelope. I
She
believe.
was the reason I wanted to be
Yes,
there.
and then Pam was Annie envelope as a senior. I don't recall who the two in the middle
The
were.
only
Peggy
two.
Joy
Babcock.
Cody was ahead of me.
Huh?
Peggy Babcock.
Peggy Babcock.
Was-
Class of
No,
Was
she
67.
was cheerleader. She was
Was she
never
cheerleader?
Annie.
Oh, I thought she was in
I think
Joy
she's
Cody
also-
was the one in 60.
And out of our
uh,
class was Sue
67.
Belcher.
Mm-hmm.
Sue Belcher Calandry was, and so Annie Antelope was the mascot.
Mm-hmm.
We only had a female mascot.
Right.
Or did we have we
We had a
didn't
yell leader.
have a yell leader.
Dan
That's-
Poole.
That's the guy, but no costume.
No.
There's,
No.
they still do the costumes at the high school. They still have kids doing that.
He's oh really? I thought he was a big antelope thing. No, I don't know.
Do they make a
Mm.
new one every year? I was always wondering.
A new costume?
Costume.
I had to make my own, so.
You had to make your own.
Mhm.
Wow.
Wow.
I
Jeez.
think
That's-
everybody did, yeah.
That's the answer
at
to
that
the trivia
time.
question.
Mhm.
So, is this the same studio where KUTY was? We
Yeah.
listened to that.
Don
and
Imus.
Don Imus.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So last year we had Renata
Fisher?
in
Mhm.
here, and she told me of the story when she was 17. She went out to dinner with Don Imus.
Hmm.
That's just dinner. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it was a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
Going back 55 years, something like that. Okay, so
I had a lot of fun in high school, lots of fun.
that's good.
Knew lots of people.
In a safe environment, which is the way it should
Yeah,
be. Growing
there was
up.
no bars.
So no bars, Terry. Thanks for being on the show,
Yeah,
Terry Dillon.
sorry.
Thank-
AV High School Class of 1969 50-year reunion. We'll be right back.